This is a true horror wedding story that reported to have happened around 30 years ago. The story involves a Kuwaiti singer named Noura Takaka, who was a famous singer and part of a prestigious band in Kuwait. They were invited to play at a wedding inside the bride's house. When they reached the home, they were greeted by the bride's mother, who then took them to the changing and preparation room to get themselves into their attire, ready for the performance. As the guests arrived, the band played their instruments and music. This went on for a few hours. Since this was the bride's house and party, the invite was exclusively for women, as part of Middle Eastern tradition. Hours into the performance, close to midnight, one of Noura's backup singers saw something very creepy and fainted. Noura then took her to a separate room to calm her down. It was then the backup singer told Noura what she saw. One of the female guests lifting her dress and realizing it wasn't a normal foot, it was the foot of a horse. Noura and her band then took a break and discussed what was happening. They all agreed that a weird, non-human presence was in this house. The skin of the females felt rough and felt like they couldn't breathe when they went near to any of the guests. Despite all this, they carried on as normal to ensure they finished the job they came for until the wedding concluded, which was after midnight. While they were playing their music as usual, a weird occurrence happened. All the guests simultaneously started jumping up and down, screaming like a horror movie where everyone's gone insane. Then the lights went out. The band realized this was the time to get away, so Noura instructed her band to pack up and get out as soon as possible before any further weird occurrences happened. They managed to swiftly pack up and leave while the event was ongoing. As they headed out of the home into the road, they encountered a man walking who was curious as to why they were rushing out of that house, looking back with fear. They told him they were there to perform for a wedding inside for the bride. The man revealed a shocking truth. No one had lived in that house for years. Noura was a bit surprised about this. She then wanted to prove to the man that there was a party, so she went back to the house, only to see the house looked dull, dark, abandoned, with dust covering each surface and no signs of life.